Users should own their data, creators should own their audience, and everyday people should collectively own a social media platform so it cannot just be taken away. We need something radically different as far as social media. Something that's everything we already love about social media, right? What makes it fun? It's entertaining, it's educational, it connects us with people from all walks of life. Yeah, keep all of that, but underneath that, we need a platform that is unfuckwithable. Something that is accessible by all and corruptible by none. Something that cannot be sold off to a billionaire or threatened and manipulated by any particular government agenda or political agenda. We need something that is truly by the people, for the people, with the people. Something that always remains in the hands of the users it was designed to serve. You. And people realize that we need something different, right? And that's why we see all of these startup founders entering the space right now. All of these people want to build the next TikTok because they sense an opportunity. Now, for some of them, it is a cash grab. For others, they are entering the space with the best of intentions. But what I was not seeing was any of these teams thinking through the historical pitfalls and challenges that all of the predecessors in big tech have fallen into. Why are we stuck on this merry-go-round from hell of greed and exploitation and censorship? Because I want off that ride yesterday. And so was looking, waiting to see if anyone was going to come out with that, being like, I can't in good conscience get behind any of the initiatives that I'm seeing. So who's going to do this? And I was not seeing anyone step into the arena under the banner I wanted to fight under. And so I was like, God damn it. I did not want to do another startup. I have been burned so badly in that world. And I was like, never again. I don't want to do it. But I didn't see anyone else putting it out there, and I knew we needed a rallying cry. So I posted a video on TikTok. Within 48 hours, we had 10,000 email signups. It's been, I think, about a month since then, maybe a little less than a month, and we are closing in on 20,000 email signups. And we have assembled a powerhouse team behind this idea. I am humbled and grateful that I somehow said enough of the right words to bring this team together, to pull in the people that are now building this idea. And the great beauty and the irony of it is that it was done totally anonymously. Everyone got pulled into a Reddit if they were interested in the project. We started having conversations, and based on contribution and merit, we just started to pull people into the core team. What's amazing about that is we never looked at a resume, we never looked at a pedigree, but we somehow pulled in people who have worked across Boeing, Funcom, Facebook, Google, and all of these other Fortune 500 companies. Again, pedigree, not the most important thing, but it's certainly testament to what we're building here and how people who have been in the space for a cold minute are fed up with the status quo. And we want to do something different. So we've got an MVP coming in 2 to 3 months, assuming our devs don't get abducted by aliens, right? This is very much volunteer-based, and there's some certainly competitive edge to that in the sense that we're crowdsourcing a lot of this. We're building this very publicly and transparently with a collective of people. So there is this pooling of ideas and knowledge and creativity and expertise that you don't get if you're a startup building something behind closed doors. Now, mostly volunteer. There is the possibility that there will be compensation on the back end, deferred compensation. But what's really key to know about this is that we are just compensating people for their time. They sink a lot of time into getting this off the ground, and there will be no shareholding or equity. And the reason for that is one of the very reasons that big tech, that social media in particular, but tech a lot of times just falls back into these patterns of greed, exploitation, and censorship. It comes down to for-profit motives. So the way to eliminate that is to eliminate the profit incentives, meaning there are no shareholders, meaning no one gets rich off this, meaning all of the revenue generated by the platform is reinvested back into the community and the platform, and the governance is given to the users. Meaning all that revenue that's generated, we the people decide what to do with that. Because the truth is, we don't need another social media app. We need a social movement. And no one's coming to save us. No politician, no big daddy government, no anyone. It is literally up to you, me, and all of our neighbors. So that is what we are intending to do here, is to build the social media platform that always should have existed. And if you want to keep abreast of everything that we're doing, I would recommend first signing up for our newsletter, which is in Beehive. And so that is just weekly updates that I send out on the progress being made with the platform. If you want to go deeper, the deep dives and the behind the scenes and all of our meetings are on Substack. And so you can learn more about how we're building this. It's very public, it's very transparent. And the reason that we're doing it that way, about basically building this as publicly and transparently as possible, is because like I said, this is not just about building a social media app. All of our technology will do us no good if we cannot also engineer a paradigm shift that will allow for the ethical use of this technology. There's a reason why Google used to have the motto, "Don't be evil," and had to take it away because they couldn't live up to it. Same reason why they just took out of their policy the promise to not use AI for surveillance and weapons. So if we want to see something different in the world, it's up to us to build it. Thank you for your time and welcome to the real revolution. That is people first, user first, creator first, human first.